Hey there, this is RachelYoungson.com. This is Rachel Youngson, so sorry, with UsePLR.com and WholeFoodPLR.com. We are here with our weekly PLR Power Hour. This is where we take an opportunity to work on our PLR, ask questions, get resources. More than anything, really, we take this time to connect as a community and kind of share our strategies and what we're doing and just where we go from here. Today we are doing just a Power Hour Q&A session. We don't have any expert topics today. Unless somebody has something that they want to go really in depth with, we will definitely cover it, of course. So hello everybody. It's really good to see everyone today. I would like to start today with our member wins. So if everyone wouldn't mind throwing in the chat box whether you're willing to talk or lurk today. That way we can kind of know who's here just to work on their PLR versus who's here to who wants to share and have a conversation and you know, do a little bit of that. No problem, Greg. No problem at all. And Greg, before I forget, that email that I sent to you the other week totally still stands. So just let me know whenever you're ready. Take as much as you need. Anyone else want to let me know whether they want to lurk or chat today? If you're not lurking, then I'm assuming you're chatting. So okay, no problem, Angel. Miss Angel had a huge day today. I'm actually really surprised that she's here today. So thank you, Angel. That makes me feel very blessed and honored, honestly. Audrey's just going to chat today. No problem at all, Audrey. Sure, Carol. Feel free to lurk away. Hope you're doing good, sweetheart. Okay, so Miss Angel, how did your Angel did her sales funnel videos today? So would you like to share with us how that went?
Sure. So I don't want to take too much credit. I did the two that I needed complete today were the video for my opt-in, right? My lead magnet, and then I needed the video to promote my upsell, which will be my challenge. So I shot those today. I'm really excited. I did think it would take longer, but you know what I did this time? Instead of just bullet points or freestyling, which is not, the best anyway, I wrote a script first, and I literally I did it shot by shot with following the script, and it sped things up. So I still have to put it together, but I'm excited that at least that part is done. And then I'll shoot my I'll shoot my membership and welcome member videos next week, and then in June the 3rd, I'll shoot my 4 videos once I start like my automated part of the funnel. The first part is going to be live.
Wow. You always astound me. I'm like, how many hours do you have in your day? Like, what is, you always, for those who don't know, Angel runs growmybrand.org, right, Angel?
Yes, .org.
And it's a great site. She can help you with marketing. She can help you with anything that you need, really. And she's just aces. My gosh, she does. She's currently working on a TV program. And stop me if I misspeak on anything, but she's currently working on a TV program. She's been active on blogs. She's done a lot of guest blog posts, a lot of podcast appearances, and she's just everywhere right now. So that's really great. Now, can I ask, Angel, did you outsource any of this for your sales funnel videos?
Sure. I did. Okay, not the funnel. Not the video. So the videos that I shot today, because I had like 8 careers in life, right? So I have a professional video camera. So for the 2 videos that I did today, I did use my professional camera, and the 2 I'll do next week, I'll use my camera. But for the 4 videos that will go into that automated funnel that will kind of walk people through a 4-part video series, I will outsource that because I want that to be a slightly bigger production than what I'm doing in my home office. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand. So I really, for everyone who's listening to this, I kind of want you to think about, to seriously think about maybe if outsourcing this year, like maybe making that a goal. Because if you, and I know a lot of you are regulars, so you know how much Angel has on her plate. And I know that she uses help here and there. I assume a good deal, but I don't know how much. But I know she uses help in her business. And look at where she is. She's literally everywhere. Um, I'm really stingy with my outsourcing, and I need to kind of eat that frog, so to speak, and get over myself. And I am not, I'm not everywhere. I'm in certain places, but I'm not everywhere like she is. So maybe we can make that a personal group challenge this year to maybe really start looking into outsourcing and um, how we can grow our businesses doing that. Angel said that she outsourced her graphics, which is a really great idea. And if anyone ever decides to do that, please feel free to let me know. We do have some great resources on images, as you guys know, but I also know some pretty good graphics folks as well. Angel says she's cheap. You know what?
That was Audrey, but
Oh.
but I will say no. I will say this though. I outsource a lot because of my health guidelines. I won't say limitations, right? I'll say health guidelines. But and as I'm sure like I get really good deals. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm spending thousands on what I need. I just wanted to say that.
I appreciate you saying that. So essentially what you're saying is you can start outsourcing without actually breaking your bank. Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes, if like literally whatever your budget is, if you say you have a budget of $15 you can part with for 1 hour, you can start with like a VA who will spend 30 minutes maybe on your social media and 30 minutes, sending an email. You know what I mean?
See, guys, it's really important, I think, that we at some point really start to think about this. I mean, I know Melanie Davis, she has a PLR rewriting service. So if you take PLR or you get PLR frequently, you can always join her membership and they'll take care of rewriting it for you. And that way at the end of the month, you really just have a product to tweak, minor tweaks. Maybe you want to change a cover image or something and throw it up out there. It's really, really valuable. Thank you, Angel. I'm really glad that I started to talk to you about it because I noticed that your VA was helping us before the webinar, and I just wanted everybody else to kind of get a feel for just how valuable that is to have that kind of help, especially since you are doing so much. So Audrey, not Angel, but Audrey, darn these eyes, said she's pretty cheap, but she knows she needs to start outsourcing. Audrey, I agree with you. I'm also pretty cheap, but that is one of my goals this year is to start outsourcing as well. I've been told that the thing that you hate the most is the thing that you may want to take off of your plate first. I have this year, some of you know that I do FBA as well as this content business that's part of the PLR. And as far as an accountant, this year I found an accountant who is taking care of everything month to month because I am getting so much more involved in the FBA. Prior to this year, I just had a dedicated accountant here in my county, but I wasn't like sending her everything month to month, week to week. We weren't touching base like every other week kind of thing. It was just like a huge headache at the end of the year. And now I am ready for taxes whenever they come. And I have to tell you, it's been super worth it. And so now I'm going into trying to figure out what the next thing I hate the most or fear the most is, and then trying to rock with that. Anybody else want to speak today? I think I have all lurkers other than Miss Angel. Yes, I do. Okay. So while we are on the subject of Sorry, I just got a call from my husband. He usually doesn't call me during our meetings. Give me just 1 second. Anyway, terribly sorry about that. But since Angel was talking about her videos, does anybody have any questions on creating videos from PLR? If you do, I'm thinking, I mean, part of me thinks maybe we could run through it today, but I don't know if it might run over. It might be like a two-parter, or I may need to just gather some links and show you guys at another time. But does anyone have any questions on doing that though? Not for Angel per se, but I'm not for Angel, but I mean for myself on how you would go about doing that. Or is that something that anyone would like to see? Okay, Greg says that sounds good. All right, Greg, no problem. So as you know, I usually get my images from Pixabay. That's my favorite place to get images. We always look for the royalty-free images, no attribution required, um, free for commercial use. And then what I'll do is I will open up a PowerPoint and I will throw my images. I will basically create a PowerPoint presentation. So let's go ahead and open up PowerPoint, and then we will also grab a piece of PLR here so you can kind of see how this all comes together. But essentially what you're going to do is you're really just going to look for things that you're really going to look for things in the PLR that you want your readers to know, things that stand out, things that you want in your video, obviously. But I usually try to pick like the most beneficial things. So facts, who you are, how they can find you, all that stuff is the most beneficial. A lot of people, when they use their videos, they try to get somebody to do like a next step, like where do I go from here type of thing. That's not me personally, but that's an option as well. And like I say a lot, it's also another one of those areas where if you have somebody in your niche or you follow somebody in your niche, you can always, to see the format of how you may want to lay your video out, you can always try to format based on how somebody else in your niche does it. That does not mean that you aren't using your PLR, and that does not mean that you're using what they're using. It's just saying that, you know, if they have a subscribe button, if they say their website name at the beginning and have it underneath, if they have an opt-in page that they lead everybody to, things like that you may want to think about. So let's see here. Okay, so let's say that I have my Paleo 30-day challenge. Well, actually, let's make it easier. Checklist, and I want to make a video of it. And let's say that I'm going to make a video and I'm then going to bring people over to the checklist. So what I would do is, first thing I would, of course, pull up the checklist. And then I would pull up PowerPoint. Come on. Now you can add a title, but you don't really have to. I mean, if you want to, you definitely can. Another thing is, of course, you guys know how big I am on templates and using something as a format. Like once you've created it once, rather than reinventing the wheel type of thing, use it as a template for the next time and the next time and the next time type of thing. So let's say we're going to look at foods that make you feel full. And of course, that's kind of like this title, but I'm not even sharing my screen with you guys, am I? Sorry, guys. Thanks, Greg. I am so on the ball today, everybody. Let's just talk about that. Okay, so Now let's try that again. So I have this checklist here. It's a PLR checklist. It's Feel Full Foods. And that's what we're going to use as our thank you, Greg. And that's what we're going to use as our basis. That's what we're going to pull things from in order to make the video. Just to recap, I've added in a title to this PowerPoint slide. I don't need to, you know, videos are so easy. You can do them however you want. But sometimes folks want to. And it also, you know, this first slide is a great place to put things like a picture of yourself or maybe what they're going to learn, why they should watch your video. Of course, it'll all be in the description as well, but I would always try to make the first slide something that grabs somebody for some reason or another, something that kind of stands out. You know, I mean, the biggest thing about video is it's kind of like Instagram, right? People love looking at pictures and pretty things, and they're kind of drawn to that. So, foods that make you feel full. Let's see. And then we will maybe go to I copy this. Maybe I can copy this. That would be great. Perfect. So this is an updated version of PowerPoint that I actually just got from Microsoft last night. So I don't know exactly which version it is just yet because my computer automatically does this to me. But if any of you are interested in it, I can definitely find it out. So then I would make this bigger. There we go. This is linked. I obviously wouldn't worry about linking them. It did that on its own because obviously you're in a video. You don't really need to, you don't care about that. Okay, so if anyone has any questions, just throw up your hand and let me know in the chat box. Actually, rather than throwing up your hand, just say something in the chat box because otherwise I won't see you. Okay, so now we've got this nice pretty image. It says who we are. If I had a little more time to work with this, I would probably throw my picture in here somewhere, maybe down here, or maybe I would put it, move this over here, and maybe put an image right over here where there's a little bit of blank space behind that bubble. But that's essentially what I would do is just, I would love to have like an image of me somewhere in here. I have my website names. I have, hey, this is what you're going to get. I have something that's going to draw the eye. And now we'll go on to maybe our first slide. Here we go. Our first slide is going to obviously be about breakfast foods that are going to make you feel full. Obviously, it's titled a little bit differently here, but that doesn't matter. And then, of course, we'll just go ahead and we'll do all right, so I have a few things here. We're going to spice that up a little bit. We will put we'll put our website name on the bottom, like anything you want them to know. So if you're like for instance, useplr.com. I'll keep that so that that will be on everything. In other words, so it'll be like as they're going through the video, as we create the video and we go through these slides, it will stay right here at the bottom. So we're going to go through this, and then what I would do is I would, again, add an image here. I would add something like eggs and bacon would probably be the easiest thing to do, because those are two super paleo, like it's easy to find an image of that that's definitely paleo. This up here, like the paleo-friendly pancakes, well, if your image of your pancakes has like syrup and butter on it, then it's not paleo anymore. So it's not the best idea to have that, because your folks are going to be like, hey, why did you do that? This isn't paleo. And of course, it might not be a big deal to those who are already in your community, already know, like, trust you, but something like YouTube is open to everybody. And because of that, it's a lot of folks who've never had contact with you before will be seeing it. So then we will copy this. Change the size. You notice it's kind of like with the Camtasia stuff that we went over the other week. So like when we first started using the Camtasia, we first started pulling our images, it didn't look really great. It looked a little funky, quite honestly. But as you go through and you start to make your edits and you start to like reformat things, such as turning this into a smaller thing, it gets a little bit easier. So we'll duplicate this. And then after I've finished, I'll probably come back because I'll need to find the other images. After I'm done, I would probably come back and find other images. So for here, I'd find an image of course, eggs and bacon. Then I would do, this can be lunch foods that keep you feeling full. And as we, just like we talked about the other week, how there are some instances where you can just use PLR exactly how it's written and go about your life. That's essentially what we're doing here. We're changing very, very little. We're just adding different images to things. We're just putting it into, a slide, and then we're gonna, at the end, we'll record the slide as we go over things, and you can say whatever you want. You can even pull one of the, your articles out and pull points from that as you're creating like this video script. As Angel said, sometimes you freestyle. That doesn't work for everybody. I know Angel said writing a script helped her a lot, and I can tell you that when I freestyle, I usually find myself doing something like 10 times before it's done, and I just do little videos. It just drives me bananas. So you could do it either or, whatever's easiest for you. Okay, and now we have all right. So for the sake of time, I'm not going to go and throw images into all of these, but just so you know, that's what I would do next. And because these are the ones, I mean, I could wait until I'm totally done, but personally, I usually go in and grab my images right about here, because after this slide, this is everything that's that's pertinent to this video. Well, I'm sorry, there's one more. There's the snacks as well. But after that, then it's a good time to say, hey, this is who I am. Want more feel full foods? Want more? Want to know more about this? Want more paleo food options? Want more XYZ? Follow me at blah, 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 blah. You know, it's that last slide is a great space for you to say who you are, what you want to do, or what you're doing with your life, why they should listen to you. You can do that pretty easily. I would always add an image again here of yourself, just because showing people that you're a really real person really boosts that ability for them to connect with you. And I know we talk about it a lot, but it's really important that folks feel like they're able to connect with you in order for them to feel like they can make that purchase and like they want to be part of your community and that type of thing. The internet's a big place, and people are really, really smart when it comes to not trusting everybody on the internet, especially when it comes to opening their wallets. So it's harder, of course, online to make those connections where you make someone feel comfortable enough to open their wallet to you, but it's definitely, you can definitely do it. And one of the ways to do it is just simply let them see your face. Let them know you're a real person. Don't let them kind of get this information and not know who it came from, and not have any way to feel like they can connect with you as a human being. Okay, so want more feel full foods? Follow us at, or grab our free report. Let's say 7 foods that keep you full. All right, so this free report can be based off of the articles in this same pack. So let's see here. Actually, you know, what would be even better is if grab our free report. This is initially called the 30-Day Paleo Challenge. You can see that right up here. But if this was PLR, I might change that to 30 days to the paleo lifestyle, maybe. And then you guys, of course, know what I would be doing with these articles. I would be combining these all into a PDF, throwing some images in there, making an e-cover for that, doing a resource page, adding my website at the bottom of every page, and going from there. So then maybe you'll have a link, or maybe you'll have an image. A link to the report. Make this an easy link, by the way, because of course, if they're not able to click this, even though it will be in the description that you put in YouTube, or wherever you're storing this, if somebody's like looking at this on Facebook, let's say someone shares this on Facebook, and they're just looking at the video and not the description, it should be like something super simple. So like RachelYoungson.com/30 days, or thepaleolife.com/30 days, or something that's super simple, super easy for them to remember, not very complicated. Okay, and you also want to, of course, take some time to tell them who you are, like I already said. But you could do that. I would actually maybe keep this possibly down here, and say, I'm Rachel Youngson, and I'd love to help you change your life. And you can just put a little bit about your story. Maybe you can put like why paleo is important to you, or how paleo helped you in your struggle. And then, of course, you want to keep the information. I would personally keep the information about the free report in here as well. Would I put an image here of myself? Yeah, or I'd put another type of image, just something that maybe will pull the eye. Maybe an image that lets them think about freedom, or positive change, or winning, anything like that. Something that is inspiring to which you're asking them to do next, which is, of course, grabbing your free report. Okay, so now we've got everything. As far as options for recording your video, there are different options. There are some free options, but honestly, I'm not very familiar with them. If anyone who's on the call would like to speak to them and throw something in the chat box, then please let us know. Okay, Greg had a, geez, I'm really sorry, guys. Apparently stuff has been coming through, but I didn't see it. Greg said we should have put this picture up here on an egg. I think that was a good attempt at being creative, Greg. Maybe I should have done that. Angel says she tried to use Facebook in 2016 and not show her face or picture, but no one would add her. Yeah, it's super, super crazy. Like, we're in this social age. There was a time when we as marketers never had to show our faces, and well, I mean, you know, it wasn't needed in order for you to make a sale, and it still isn't. But your business definitely changes when you put yourself out there like that. And I have to say, I must have driven my business coach mad because it took me a long, long time to finally come around to that. Okay, Greg has a great question here. He says, if you provide the checklist along with the purchase of the main product, what are you going to do with the video? If you provide it for free, won't your paying customers be upset? Yes, Greg. So if I had this checklist that I just showed you and I was giving it to these folks for free, then yes, if I had other customers who paid for it, they would be upset. However, in this instance, that's not what we're doing. In this instance, we are pulling information from this checklist to create the video, and then the video is going to lead them to the free report, which should be free already. It should already be a free gift on your site. So essentially what we're doing is we're highlighting something that's a free, that we've put together from this pack that is free on our site. Once they get the free report, that report was super simple. We just bundled all these articles together. Once they get that free report and they sign up for that, then the next step would be to get them into the actual report, which is here. So the actual 30-day challenge report. So what we're doing is essentially we're giving them an overview of, hey, this is how paleo can help you. And then maybe in your nurture sequence would be a great place for this. Hey, here's how 30 days of paleo, or I'm sorry, something like give me 30 days and paleo can change your life. Something to that effect. But yeah, that's, I mean, essentially these videos are just kind of a, there to showcase whatever freebie you have or whatever knowledge you have about the topic so that you can pull them in and kind of help them do something more. Does anyone else have anything they want to speak to on that in the chat box? Let's see. Okay, no problem, Greg, no problem. That was a great question, by the way. Okay, so I know that there are a lot of free options out there as far as video recorders. Personally, I don't use them, so I don't really feel comfortable even telling you, you know, what they are or how to find them because I don't use them at all. If anyone else, though, has any ideas and they'd like to throw them in the chat box, anything that's actually worked for you, please feel free to share. One thing that I like to do is I use two pieces of software. For something like this, I would use Snagit. Snagit is done by TechSmith. It's I bought it a while ago, but I think it's maybe $80. It does a lot of things, though. It takes videos, it takes images, you can add effects to your images, like screenshots, but also what it'll do is if you have a huge sales page, it'll let you take a video of the entire sales page, even what's not on your screen visible at the moment. It will go like all the way down. So it's really, really valuable to me, and it's something that I use pretty much daily. All of the images that you see in our emails, all of that comes from Snagit. The promotional things, how I edit things once I get them off of Pixabay, a lot of times Snagit is involved in that. Whenever I do any kind of screenshot or video, Snagit is there. If you are going to be making, or if you get to the point where you make videos like a big part of your life and you want more editing powers and you want more, you want to do like more in-depth things, like maybe blocking out sound or cutting certain things and pasting and, you know, adding, I think you can even add a clickable link in Camtasia. So Snagit for now, if you're looking for a cheap option. Angel says Zoom. She uses Zoom, which is also good thinking, Angel. Another great way to do it. Just like I shared my screen, I could easily use Zoom and go back. make this big, maybe start up here, and do that. You know, the thing where the slideshow, there we have it. And there we go. So I would log into Zoom. I would share my screen. I would record, and then I would start the slideshow. Super simple. Zoom, I pay like $15 a month for. It's one of my most powerful ways of connecting with my audience. And it's great because as soon as you're done, then they'll automatically start processing the recording for you, and you can take it from there. Snagit is, Snagit and Zoom are kind of two different beasts, but if you're looking for the best, cheapest option, as Angel said, I would definitely suggest Zoom. If you're looking for something that does not only videos, but also images, I would suggest Snagit. And if you're looking to get hardcore, Camtasia, but Camtasia is a few $100s, so it's definitely an investment. Oh, Angel, there's a free version of Zoom? Well, never mind, guys. Apparently you can do that for free. I see it pays to have a real life marketer on the call. That's great. Thank you, Angel. I did not know that. So apparently you can have a free account with Zoom and you can do all of this. So I would recommend that. I love Zoom. I use it all the time, as you see. Angel says she also, as far as paid options, or are they free options, Angel? Okay, as far as paid options, Angel uses iMovie and Filmora. So those are two other options to look at. It really kind of depends on how much you're going to be doing with these videos, how many of them you're going to use. I would really, really, though, encourage you to think about creating videos at some point. I think it's easy to do that, especially with PLR. And it's another avenue where you can reach people and connect with people. However, I think it's important to mention that if you are going the video route, I would not just put videos on YouTube and call it a day. So for instance, when we make these power hours, those videos, yes, I send the replay link out to my list, but the videos themselves, they go up on our groups page, our members group page. We are working on having them turned into blog posts so that folks who are just coming to our blog and just kind of learning who we are can watch a video that's related to that specific blog post. It's not like a one and done thing. And my understanding is if you have a video in your blog post, I do believe it boosts the Google love for that blog post as well. Let's see. Angel said she used to use Premiere Pro. Oh, Audrey says she uses Premiere Pro. Audrey, do you like that too? Angel says Premiere Pro is an industry standard, so I've never heard of it. If one of you has a link for that, of course, definitely an affiliate link for sure, but any kind of link for that, if you wouldn't mind throwing it in the chat box so that I can add it to our resources for tomorrow's recap. I've never used it, but I'd like to share it with everybody, maybe learn more about it myself. Okay, they say it's, Angel says it's by Adobe. And they use it to make movies and TV shows. Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, so we've got Premiere Pro, we've got iMovie, we've got Filmora, and Snagit, all as, and Camtasia, all as paid versions. Camtasia is the big beast. I would definitely save that for last. As far as free options, you have Zoom, which I personally think is the best free option. Go ahead, do a slideshow of your presentation, share your screen, record, and have at it. Zoom will then send you an MP4 along with some other files. Take the MP4, upload it into YouTube. In your description on YouTube, make sure that you put your link, and I would make your link whatever link it is that you want them to click. So this free report link is what I would use. This report that we're not selling, but we're advertising, I would use that link that you're going to put here, and I would throw that in the description of YouTube. But yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell how you would do that. And you can do it in other ways too. Of course, you can just go through your articles and pull pieces of information out. I personally think the easiest thing to do, though, is start with those checklists, because they're kind of an overview of everything else. And they're really concise and to the point, and you can just copy and paste pretty much like you saw me do. Does anybody have any questions or anything they want to add to that? Okay, great. It looks like everybody is pretty cool with that. Carol, thank you very much. Carol says this is very helpful and she loves the variety of resources. Yeah, you know what, Carol? I am so blessed to have you guys, because this, like, building this community and kind of having a place where we can all, we all kind of, like, Greg and Angel, and if Audrey tells us something, we know that it's something that's worth our time to look at. It's like a community of folks helping each other. I think it's just so amazing. And I love this too. I love how we can start a power hour where I have no idea what anybody's gonna talk about or what's gonna happen, and then I just get a spark of something from somebody, and then I'm like, hey, let's do this, and then everybody's like, yeah, sure, let's learn this. It's really great. Does anyone have any other thoughts on today? Or I would also like to know, is there anything that you would like to see in the future, or any guests that you would like me to get here? Yeah, no problem, Greg. No problem. Greg says, thank you for today's information. You're more than welcome. By the way, guys, for those of you that were wondering, my husband apparently called me in the middle of our meeting because he forgot to plug in a screw gun. So, yeah, he's gonna have a fun day when he gets home. I'm just kidding. I'm not horrible to my husband. All right, great. So it looks like everybody is squared away for today. So just so you guys know, I am always taking requests for, hey, this is what we'd like to see. This is where we're struggling. This is, something I need help with. I do feel like a lot of us are getting our questions answered in our PLR members group, which I think is amazing. And I'm really thankful for everybody who is over there and participating and helping me to build an even stronger and better community. Anything else? I think that's pretty much it. If anybody has anything else, you know where to reach me. That would be rachel@useplr.com. And also keep an eye out. Our Whole Food Wedding Pack is going to be coming out this week. It's a product revamp of a pack that we did last year. It's going to look really pretty, really nice. And let's see, anything else I have to tell you guys about today? If you're not part of our members group, here's our link. I'm throwing it in the chat box. I think everybody here today, though, is in our group. So, and then anyone who has purchased the Food is Medicine pack, I sent some emails about it, and I got a lot of folks who really jumped on it, but I'm not getting any requests for your bonus gift. So if you purchase the Food is Medicine pack from Jennifer Anderson from Health and Wellness PLR, then please let me know so that we can get you your Whole Food Basics pack, which is the bonus that we've created for you guys. It's not just it's not created. I mean, we've thrown it together. It's already created content. Let's see. I think we are. Oh, thank you, Greg. I appreciate that. So apparently I sent the group information just to Greg, which is really, really great. I told you guys, I'm super on the ball today. All right, so it is 1:50. I think we can maybe wrap early today. So this is Rachel Youngson from useplr.com and wholefoodplr.com. If you are not a part of our Facebook group, please go to facebook.com and look up Use PLR members, and you will find our group. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Greg says have a great week. You too, Greg. I hope you have a wonderful week. Can't wait to chat with you more. Miss Angel, thank you so much for your input today. Miss Carol, thanks for your kind words as always. And Audrey, I really appreciate you sharing that resource with us. All right, guys. So enjoy your day. I have a teenager to go grab and maybe a smoothie to get. We'll see how the day goes. All right, guys. See you in the group. Oh, hold on just a sec. Yeah. Oh, Audrey, before you go, yes, please do go ahead and send me that link. Because what we do is when we have like our recaps and we put our resources in there, if I don't have an affiliate link, or if we know about something because of you guys, such as this instance, then I will use your affiliate link in the resources. So it can be a little bit of passive income for you, hopefully. So, all right, guys, I will see you guys next week. Audrey, really glad that you made it out today. All right, everyone, take care and see you soon.